Now U.S. up 7-5, going to 11 points here from the Mandalay Bay in the 26th Mosconi Cup. Pretty nice break off there, it appears. I'm not sure if the 8's going to get out of the way or not. I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah, nice looking table there.
Yeah, you can kind of see they kind of flow together. There's some work from the 6 to the 7, but the 2 right there near the pink 4 on the opposite side.
Yep, patterns look nice.
Okay, nice shot there. Actually kind of perfect, really.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, because he can get off the rail on the 4, which makes it real easy to drop for the nice angle on the 6. That way you don't have to involve the 9 trying to get from the 6 to the 7, Jerry.
Yeah, yeah.
Big part of this rack. That's exactly what I was talking about. He's got a little angle now. He can fall a little to the right where he pointed his cue.
Right.
Makes things very natural to get back for the 7. Now Tyler's first, time at the table here in day 3. So this, opening rack, getting a good starter and all that, Jerry.
Yeah,
kind of bodes well for him.
Yeah, it's always nice to have a few shots under your belt, get your arm warm.
Yeah,
Slow down.
we talked about
Slow down, buddy.
We talked about it in day 1 that even in a loss, you really, of course you're trying hard to come back from whatever the deficit is, but that time at the table is huge because, the race to 5 makes you feel it's so short, this Mosconi Cup, but it's really not. 4 days, race to 11.
Yeah.
A lot of people think it's kind of like 5 furlongs, but it's more like a thoroughbred race, I think.
These players, their cue ball control just stuns me.
Yeah, speaking of stun, a little stun shot here most likely. Well, they're going to get better and better every day. It's we try to duplicate this table, but it's just impossible to do in the practice room. So.
Yes, totally different conditions.
Yeah, and we do some things to the table to try and make it similar, but you just can't. Like I said, you just can't duplicate it.
USA takes first blood. Leads 1-0. Now, let me ask you a question about this table. Yesterday, the table started breaking real tough, and the corner ball, instead of shooting into the corner, was coming out just high of the corner. So when the players see that happening, what kind of adjustments do they make? How do they adjust to make that wing ball go again?
Well, we kind of saw the Euros early breaking a little lighter than we were, and they were making it. So, of course, speed is the first adjustment. But there's a few different things. We want to continue to hit the 1 full, so you're not talking about cutting the 1 anymore or anything, but you can pull the cue ball out a little bit off the rail to try and impact the 1 a little bit more heavy. You can change the angle of your cue, which kind of level it out a little bit more also, which makes the cue ball hit the 1 a little more heavy, a little more force, so that makes the corner ball drop a little bit. But it's real difficult, Jerry, with a hand rack. Can't check the rack and get a little information.
Right.
So we're going with what's working mostly. If it continues to not work, we'll make some changes. Now Kaci, who played in our first doubles match with Filler, didn't really get much time at the table. Him and Filler both.
No, but the corner ball did go for him, and the 1 ball setting up real nice.
Yes, it is. Now he's got a little bit of issue. He's not only stretched, but the cue ball's carrying into the pink 4. Now, if he can just hit a piece of the pink 4, he'll come towards the 2 with the cue ball. But if he catches it heavy, he may leave Kaci a long shot.
I think I'm hitting the 3, no? I will try. You want to try?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're talking about trying to come on the gap here, I believe. Shoot the gap on the 6 and the 4 and carry the cue ball a couple rails around, I think, short side on the 2. Man, it sure looks like he can follow this ball now. This is touchy.
I don't understand that why they wouldn't just follow the ball.
Well, he's worried about catching the 4 heavy and then leaving the cue ball on the end rail, but he's got to watch out for hitting the 8 here as well. This isn't like, he caught the 6 and caught it twice. And really, as talented as Kaci is, it might work out for him because he kind of opened up the 4 ball too. The 4 was kind of a difficult little situation with the 6 being there.
Right. Well, it's long, but these fellas have seen this shot plenty of times before.
Yeah, and the thing is, he really doesn't have the greatest of natural paths for shape on the 3. If he follows it, you know, he may rub the 3. If he draws it, and the shot becomes tougher. So he's got to put a little something on the cue ball here, I think. Maybe a little inside English to miss the 3 coming across. Maybe go into the 9 with the cue ball, something like that. Oh, he caught the 3. Now is this going to be a problem?
Oh,
this is what I would have been worried about. I think he's got a shot, but it's not as easy a shot as he wanted. Now it does carry him naturally towards the pink 4, though. But still a lot of work. You can see the purple 5 on the opposite end. Now the 6 doesn't pass the 8, so the Euros with a lot of work left in this rack. Ooh. Ooh, that one said goodbye before it left the table,
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Yeah. Gave us a little wave.
Yeah.
Yeah, he caught both points here. Watch it hit the top one, back one. Good speed on the ball, though. Okay, so a little heavy on that one, too.
Do you play this into the rail and then?
Yeah, he's got to. And the thing about it, they talked about that the 6 they can use the rail on the 6 to squeeze it by the 8.
Yeah.
But a shot like that, you really want to be lined up kind of straight in on it. You don't want to be cutting it at all. So position on the 6 here really important. And this is what I would have wanted to not have. Believe it or not, it creates a little more bobble on the ball when you have to cut the 6 a little more rather than straight in. So he could actually hit this where he wants, and this ball could bobble.
He also has to worry about where that 8 winds up.
Well, he's not going to use the 8 if he hits it like he wants.
Okay.
Yeah, he's just going to kind of squeak it by like that.
Fair enough.
So really a pretty impressive out here by the Euros under the situation now. Oh, that's too much.
Yes, it is.
Well, I thought it was going to be another 6 inches. Not too bad.
Yeah. Yeah, the table must have slowed down a little bit today, because yesterday it would have been down near the corner. One to one. Europe came through a tough table
I'll tell you
that
that. Kaci, he doesn't ever slow roll that money ball, I'll tell you.
No.
He always puts it in there with a little bit of force.
See if we can hear him. Take another look at this 6-ball shot. He squeaks it right past the 8-ball. Cheats the pocket a bit. By going off the rail first.
Well, they're all big. All the matches are big, all the games, and all the points, of course, but it doesn't take a pool player or an expert to realize how huge this match is in this race to 11 points.
Oh, this is big. If America wins it, they'd be out to a 3-point lead. If Europe wins it, it's down to 1 point.
So we're going to have the Americans break off here. Game number 3. Tyler Styer to break. Now Tyler's first match of the day and his only match of the day. Okay, a kiss downward, but then a kiss upward. Now, what's the one going to do? It's going to get real tough. You may see a kick and stick here, kind of kick to the top rail and try and bang the one back down table while using the 6. Yeah, this is a pretty big margin for error on the kick and stick. This is the type you want. You'll notice how open the middle of the table is, Jerry.
Yeah.
Well, the one really doesn't have any traffic. It should hit the side rail and carry all the way down to this bottom cushion. And it's sitting perfect also where he can let his stroke out, meaning he doesn't have to baby it. Sometimes this shot here, you can't get the one all the way down and you have to kind of baby it a little bit, but I expect the snooker here. I got away from him a little bit.
He may still be just fine.
No, he's going to give up a little bit of a shot.
Can he see enough of that? Yeah, it looks like he can see enough of that to make it.
I think so. And he won't get cute with this one, meaning he won't try to avoid the 9, I don't think, with the cue ball. I think naturally the one, he's going to cut it in and come into the 9.
Extension, please.
He could kind of soft spin it, trying to go around the 9, but from that distance, I think that makes the 1 missable. Now the 3's all the way back down, so position on the 2 is somewhat important.
Whoa.
Okay, so now everything became very difficult. And that's no fault of Kaci's, really. I mean, he had to make sure he made the 1. He knew the cue ball was going kind of naturally into the 9. Just had to take his chances a little bit, you might say.
Shooting off the rail.
This is one these guys practice every day. Cue ball will be going towards the 9 again. If he got straight here, things could be a little problematic. I'll tell you, he may have to play like he's looking there, kind of on the short side for the 4.
Has he got the angle to get down there?
No, he's just going to draw back to this right side of rail here, kind of where his hand's at now, his bridge hand.
Right. If he does that, he'll have an easy angle.
He came on.
Ooh.
Okay, nice shot.
That shot just sounded funny, but it could be a shaft.
Okay, now this kind of shot here, the main thing is stay off the rail because you're coming 2 rails towards straight in on the 6. So if you're on the rail, you could be difficult to get on the 8. Okay, came nice and short of it. Should be just fine.
Easy shape off this. Concentrate on making the ball. And keep the 9 ball out of your life.
Well, after a little bit of a missed safety on the 1, that kick and stick, a real nice out here by the Euros, assuming they knock these last 2 in.
No worries, really, but anytime
Wow.
you've got a reverse cut, it's not the easiest shot in the world.
Yeah, it's the most minimal of a blind pocket, they call it, but, still makes it a hair missable.
But the 9 ball is deposited in the corner, and Europe takes a slight lead, 2-1. Here you see the lineup for the day, and the score in our current match is Europe leads USA 2-1. Lots of room left to run in this one, though.
Yeah, we'll have Kazakis break off here in game number 4. Very talented and one of the most improved players in the world the last few years, in my opinion.
He has really come along, hasn't he?
Since I first met him, probably almost 5 years ago, I guess.
Yeah.
Maybe a little longer, but man, just the last few years really has come on. And a great guy from Greece. All right, there's the corner ball. The 1's coming around in a nice position. Now, what's the 7 going to do? pull is the most amazing thing. How one ball, last one roaming around the table.
It's always the last one rolling.
Yeah, great break off. He would have been a little bit elevated on the 9 shooting the 1, and the 2-3 isn't, you know, it's a very playable combination, but it is a combination, so a difficult rollout position here. And I think they're going to roll out to a jump shot. I think that's all they can do here, so he'll roll it a little bit closer. Now this is where the alternate break format can really, you know, you don't want to change.
The 2-3, the 2-3's easy.
Let's listen to what the guy's got to say here.
I think we have to shoot it. You want to jump on me?
It's hard to reach. Your jump key's longer, so you shoot it. This one I don't think is long enough.
Well, no.
What I was getting at is, you know, you don't change much according to who breaks next and all that, but you do think sometimes, you know, a little differently when it's on their break. You try to steal that game on their break. You might take this shot on a little bit more often. Now, these guys are so good these days with the jump cue. I think he would have shot this no matter what. But.
Cue ball stays up. It was headed toward the corner.
And I think he cut him off as far as the offensive shot.
Yeah, Europe's going to be looking to hide after this one. Watch where the cue ball winds up.
Yeah, I think all he can do here, Jerry, is edge it, try not to lay it over the side, and leave him long. I think if they really try to get the snooker here, they might get him behind the 9. But if you try to get the snooker, the 1's going to go too far.
Extension.
You know what I mean?
Extension, please.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're going to try and cross the 1 over towards the purple 5, put it in that direction somehow, and run the cue ball a long ways back down table where they're at. The problem with this is, good chance this 1, the cue ball might kiss something else, but it might kiss the 1 again. That's the problem with this shot. I kind of get the feeling they might meet each other again, the cue ball and the 1. We'll see. Yeah, caught the 9. Really, it was just a difficult situation.
Well, the situation's coming up now with the 2-3 combination. Is there any way they can land behind those balls? Take the 2 up table?
Anywhere.
Well, I think they got the angle. They're going towards the what is that? The pink 4 on the bottom rail there.
Yeah.
So they're going to lay up for the cross side bank on the 2. They can't get past the pink 4. See how cue ball's going towards that pink 4?
Right.
So if they add speed, it's definitely going to go into it.
Yeah.
And then they're going to be off angle on the bank and everything else. So I think this is a good plan. Get your shot.
Well, Skyler's made a few bank shots in his day.
He needs to bury this one.
He does. Oh, no.
And it just slid on him a little bit.
Can you kill the 3 and get behind the 8-9? Or no? Probably can't, can you?
Yeah, I should be able to.
If not, if it's too much, don't shoot it.
Extension, John.
Extension. I thought I could kill that ball.
That's all right. Yeah, I'll go up behind the 8.
If you can.
This is a touchy shot.
Just don't try to do too much.
He's going to try and slide the cue ball right down the rail. The problem with this is the 3's froze, so that makes things a little more difficult. You got to aim away a little more and watch out for the foul. Everything's real tighty and close there. Yeah, is the 3 going to get away from him or not?
No, he's going to be okay with 9 ball.
Pretty nice shot. They might jump it in, and that's what we tell the guys also, you know. It doesn't have to be a devastating snooker in a race to 5. Of course, you don't want to put the object ball over the pocket.
Playing the lottery
But
here.
make them jump, make them kick. That's just how it is. And I'd say Kaci's a little favorite to make this. 6.5 out of 10, 65% or so. Oh, got a little heavy.
Well, he was just playing a 2-rail shot there, John.
Yeah, right in between the 7-8.
Yeah, the straight jump was just too easy. Couldn't do that again in a million years, but it happened when it counts.
Play for the corner, or
Should just hold the ball here for the 7 in the upper left. I think by the 8. He could slide it over. It's kind of up to him. All right, he slid it over
Shot
to the
ball.
side. Okay. So he had plenty of angle, Jerry.
Yep. They're putting their cue on the table to check the angle for the 8. Europe's looking to go out to a 3-1 lead. And Kazakis does the honors.
It's easier to come back. It's really only one service game before you're back in the control kind of.
Right.
You know, we saw the Euros make the corner ball last rack. Corner ball there. The one caught the point though. So what's going to happen with? I don't think he has a shot. He made the 1 and the 2 and snookered on the 3.
Yeah.
So very difficult here. Immediately looking at some type of rollout on a jump, I believe, or a rail first shot of some sort.
You don't like the idea of just playing a safe and kicking 2 rails behind it?
And get there.
Yeah, it's just really open though.
Overhit the 8.
It's just really open. They'd like to try and tie something up, but
6, 7.
he just broke the ball so well. It's kind of hard to do that as also. I kind of like moving the purple 5 and pushing the cue ball forward.
Jeez, I don't think you can get the cue ball up there.
No.
You'd have to get way over here.
Yeah, we're going to push, John.
Yeah, kind of like moving the
Extension as well.
purple 5
Extension.
and leaving the rail first shot going forward with the cue ball
I'd
and leaving
push
the
this
rail
jump.
first shot on the
Yeah, back here by the 6.
on that being the red 3.
Yeah, we're in a goofy spot. Yeah, you need to be right around this diamond. Can you get there? It's close, huh?
Close.
Huh? You don't think you can get there, huh?
Just push out
You
to
got
rail
15
first.
seconds. Yeah, just push to it. 10 seconds. 7.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about. And not only that, you know, when this gets removed here in a minute, that being the 3 one way or another, they didn't snooker him though. That was the problem. So they're not going to pass on this. They can cut the 3 and put it behind the 9 and run the cue ball. So he needed to get a little more out of that one. That being Team America.
Right.
I don't see how he could pass this shot.
You played, huh? You think we should play it, right, or no?
But also what he's done is later in the
He's taking
rack,
time.
he's got to do a little more to get from the 4 to the 5, pushing that 5 to the top rail.
Yeah, but the double kiss.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. They play.
You want to go for it?
They play.
Huh?
They play.
Oh, this is very surprising to me. And this is a little more where the Americans might have a little more knowledge. Like there's no double kiss here. You can't try to make the 3 in the cue ball double kiss.
Just make sure you get before the 9. Make sure you don't hit the 9.
Yeah, I'm very, very shocked that the Euros passed this rollout here. They both of them mentioned the double kiss, Jerry, but when the balls lay like this, like I said, you can't hardly make it double kiss.
Oh, that's going to work out pretty well.
Yeah. He could have used another inch on the 3 ball or so, but pretty good effort.
Go for it. 10 seconds.
Can he feather the edge of that ball and send the cue ball back up table?
Extension.
Extension, please.
Yeah, I think he's okay with the 8 and 9 both there. I think he's got a lot more room than he maybe thinks. But this shouldn't get away from him, I don't believe. It may leave a piece of the 3, but I don't think it's going to leave an offensive shot unless he really misstrikes it. Oh, he played it heavy. So that's more of a shot. That's more of a shot, Jerry, to where and it's a nice shot, but it's more of a shot to where maybe the nerves are saying, I don't want to try and edge this ball right now, thin it so much and run the cue ball.
Right.
And still a jump shot.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going to shoot the 3 into the 5 and run the cue ball like that. Yeah. And that's why. Now it's going to leak a little bit. No. But that's why at this level, professional level, if the real shot is to edge that last 3 ball, you can't let nerves or something say, man, I really don't want to shoot that. But I do understand, though. I'm not trying to be harsh or anything, but I do understand. But at the professional level, the highest level in the world, you know, it's kind of got to go with, you know, what tells you the right shot is versus am I going to be able to pull it off or not.
Watch the scratch. Oh,
Shot pop.
Yeah, and he's made this really tough for Tyler.
Super slow roll and take the cut.
Yeah, that's probably the right shot. Slow roll it and take the cut.
Yeah, if you like that, or you can shoot it in the corner because you got 2 blockers if you miss. But it's up to you either way.
I'll
But
shoot in the corner.
you like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I don't know if
10 seconds.
it kind of looks like the 7 might be in the way. Maybe not. And he's overcut it a little bit. Those blockers he was talking about, I don't know if he got there. It's close.
he must be able to see it because he's stroking with a low level cue.
Kazakis with the pink 4 up in the upper left. Just stop position for the 5 on the opposite side. He should pretty much stop the cue ball again. That'll give him a natural angle on the 6 to come around the 8 and 9 to get at that 7 on the side rail.
That's well done. He's got the angle to come off the rail.
Yeah, pretty perfect position here. As Kaci, there really is no stretch point. Man's about 6'4" or so, 6'5".
He never uses the rake.
He can use it well, though. I'll
Yes,
tell you
he
that.
can. Yes, he can.
Caught that a little thin, but still good.
shot.
This is really going to lift the spirits on the European side.
Yeah, and this is like the prime position you want. You're going to have 2 breaks to win the match.
Yep.
No matter what your opponent does.
Europe now stands on the hill in this match, 4-1. They need to win 1 before America wins 4.
That's what it takes.
Yeah.
Team spirit and all.
Great shot on the 3. Great shot on the 3. Unbelievable. If I take ball in hand, I will take the cue ball to the floor there. When you put it.
Jovial spirits for Europe. And there's the fans having some fun at the cup.
Nice break now.
I mean, they won 4 in a row. We can win 4 in a row. We just need 2 breaks.
What?
We just need 2 of their breaks now.
Just need 2 of
Easy to
them.
do.
That's a tall order.
That 2-rail jump was brutal.
Huh?
That jump 2-rail bang in the corner was brutal.
Oh, I know.
Back of the table. The Americans trying to come up with a plan to steal this match. Hit those great. Nothing down yet. And this may be the start for the Americans. That's what they were talking about, Jerry.
Yeah, if they can get through this rack, they'll steal 1 of the breaks.
Well, yeah, if they could do that and win the next game. Put a lot of pressure on the Euros.
Oh, yeah.
The win ball. Win half time.
Funny little shot here. Anytime you don't have much of an angle on this table, things become a little tricky, especially when you have to move the ball long ways. You may have to stun this, like pop it like that, yeah, and take a little chance with the cue ball. Ooh. Little kiss on the maroon 7 there. Could have been
Yeah.
could have been lights out for this match, but Americans still at the table. Now he wants to just probably pop this kind of 1 rail towards the 3, just straight at it, straight down the table, like that. Nice little angle to fall on the 4, the pink 4 in the same hole. Now he'll probably contact the purple 5 here. No reason to try and just float it in softly.
4 in the 5, of course.
Do you want to be close to the rail and draw it here? Or do you want to follow it?
Either way, whichever. We'll see where you get me. Just I need an angle either way.
And this is where you just don't want a ton of angle, because it is important to get on the proper side of the 6 here in a couple shots.
I'm gonna follow.
Yeah.
The good thing about that we express to these guys is you notice the 7. You don't have to get on the 6 to shoot the 7 in the same hole. Just as long as you don't get super thin on the 6, you can always go forward and shoot the 7 all the way up.
Yes.
Many more options than it first appears sometimes. That looks like perfect speed, actually.
Couldn't put it there better with your hand.
Sure couldn't.
You know, Skyler Woodward's been good ever since I've seen him, but he's turning into a monster.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, he's won at every level, too, you know, and he's obviously got the skills.
Come on, man.
And that's probably one of the reasons why he undoubtedly is going to continue to get better and was a champion to start with, is because the little kind of free-spirited in a way.
Yes, he is.
Can really leave it, you know, behind him, stay in the moment.
Yeah, he's got a great basic skill set.
And if they, like I said, if they can get out here and somehow snag the next game, maybe no more pressure on one game the entire tournament so far as what would be at 4-3 with the Euros breaking. Ooh. Kind of squeeze that one in, Jerry.
Yeah.
Okay, a similar 10 ball is as earlier in the day. And we all know what happened there. And Sky will remember that. He'll make a recovery.
Ball is down. So step one of the comeback has been completed. Now there's a 2-game spread between these teams. 4-2 in favor of Europe.
This one a little bit thick. Either way.
And I think I mentioned 10 ball a second ago for some reason. Number from last year, Jerry. I think 9 or 10 hill matches we played, and I think still as of right now we've only had one. This Mosconi Cup.
Have we had one? I don't
Yeah, we
remember.
had the second match. It was Neil's.
Yeah, hit 'em good. There's been one time that it didn't go this.
Oh no, the team match was it? No, the team match we won 5-1. It was the second match. It was Neil's and
Just let's get a shot. Okay.
it was a doubles match. I have to think exactly. Oh, Shane and Tyler against Niels and Shaw, I believe.
Okay. We haven't had a golden break that's counted.
I
Shane
know.
made one on the break, but he scratched. Which is weird with a hand rack. You'd think you'd have that 9-ball spinning around.
Okay, had a beautiful break off in his first, that being Tyler Styer. We'll see if he can duplicate that. Yeah, really nice. Got a bad kiss on the cue ball a little bit. And the one's not going to really develop that great.
Boy, that 1-ball just seems to be looking for a place to hide on every break shot. On day one, it was sitting obediently by the corner.
I think the cue ball, if I put high left, it'll kill 2 rails.
You hear what Skyler just said? I didn't know if Skyler knew this shot or not, but
kicking rail
he's talking.
coming down towards the 9.
No.
No.
I like his original shot. It's like a one-pocket shot. You come across the 1 ball with high left, and the cue ball hit the top rail, side rail, and kill behind the pink 4 and the brown 7.
Bump to 6 and leave it right here.
Yeah, and then you can just move it a half an inch any direction, and if they take it, just shoot that shot.
Push.
I don't think I would pass it. I mean, I don't think I'd push, but, you know, I would move it much closer.
But yeah, it's like
He's not taking long.
He's just kind of sizing it up. Kaci does that a lot. He gets down on the ball to really get a feel of it.
You want to go?
Yeah, one
For
second.
what?
Wait.
Yeah, Kaci's going to shoot the shot I was talking about, I believe. Banking the 1 down table. Watch the cue ball hit the top rail, the side rail, and have a lot of left side spin to kill the cue ball behind the pink 4 and the brown 7. It's actually kind of a perfect table to shoot this shot on. I don't know.
That's a tough shot.
No, it's just kind of a natural hit kind of thing. It's not easy, obviously. He hit it a little light. That's why he got the bump. You actually have to let it go a little bit, and the cue ball hooks a little bit a little more for you.
Okay.
You can't really kind of like gauge it so much. You just have to trust the cue ball is going to kill heavily off that second rail. Kind of an Efren Reyes shot we all learned
Oh,
from
yeah.
him.
Yeah, kind of an Efren shot. We all
Yeah.
do those.
Okay, big stroke, big shot for Tyler Styer. Got to get all the way back for the 3. Well, that was pretty good.
That's pretty work.
That was
isn't
pretty
it?
good. Still a lot of work, though.
Yeah. Yeah, there are more balls on the table.
I think he's got to travel some 17, 18 feet around the table here to get position on the pink 4.
I'm threatening the corner a little, but I think I have to go.
Here.
Yeah.
3 rails around.
Have to go.
Yeah, they're talking
Focus
about
on your speed. Feel the speed.
and Sky said the right thing. I'm threatening a scratch in the corner by the purple 5, but I think he's got, oh, okay. Give us a bank. Oh. This is going to trap us a little bit, it looks like.
Yeah, that got a little ugly.
Yeah, it didn't quite get through the ball, so the ball glanced a little more rather than getting through that pink 4, excuse me, the 3.
I mean, that's the way Shane would play it.
Yeah.
If you want me to kick it to the bottom rail.
Whichever way you like. We're down 4-2. You might have to go.
Extension.
I like going too. Kick it's far away from the rail, so it's easy to miss hit, especially on this slick claw. I like the side rail, I think.
Yeah, side rail.
Let her roll a minute.
Okay, so he's going to take a rip at this one. And when I say rip, it's not going to be Mach 5 or anything, Jerry, but it's going to have some speed on it. Trying to play it obviously in the corner by the purple, but if not, try and get some good fortune.
10 seconds.
You may have gotten that fortune I was talking about.
Needs it to roll.
It's real close.
I think they can kill it with spin and make it, but it's not straight out there.
No, that's pretty tough there.
Are they going to talk about this at all?
Well, they got to jump it. They feel like they need to jump it, attack right here, and I think they like Kazakis jumping the ball. He's one of the best at it, jumping the ball a little bit more than Kaci. And that's the great thing about both teams is they recognize a little strengths. All of them do everything well.
Right.
But if someone does something a little bit better, you know, you got to give it up to them.
Yeah, let them have it.
Yeah, and it gives them confidence also when you say, no, that's your kind of shot. So I wouldn't be surprised if he buried it. Oh, watch out for the bank or the combo.
Whoa.
Okay, so good chance we might see that pressure at 4-3 that we were talking about just moments ago.
Indeed. That's so pretty. You guys make that look so easy.
Long one?
Yeah, long one.
Now we've seen the draw stroke from Tyler and so many more tougher situations. So this one here should be.
He had a draw shot yesterday that took off like a rocket
It
ship.
sure did. I actually was down there and I just turned I didn't really turn my head. I kind of actually just blinked a little bit.
Come on, baby, keep going.
And all I saw was a cue ball just racing across the table. I kind of couldn't swallow for a moment and then realized it was okay.
I was surprised he got
short
that
shot.
much speed on a slick table.
Yeah.
But it really grabbed and went.
Okay, he's going to take it up the right side of the table with just a little bit of left English. Catching right before the side and going right towards the 7. Oh, he didn't use any English. So that's all your choice when you get down on the ball. Banking the one down table. Watch the cue ball hit the top rail, the side rail, and have a lot of left side spin to kill the cue ball behind the pink 4 and the brown 7. It's actually kind of a perfect table to shoot this shot on.
That's a tough shot.
No, it's just kind of a natural hit kind of thing. It's not easy, obviously. He hit it a little light. That's why he got the bump. You actually have to let it go a little bit, and the cue ball hooks a little bit a little more for you.
Okay.
You can't really kind of like gauge it so much. You just have to trust the cue ball is going to kill heavily off that second rail. Kind of an Efren Reyes shot we all learned from him.
Yeah, kind of an Efren shot. We all do those.
Okay, big stroke, big shot for Tyler Styer. Got to get all the way back for the 3. Well, that was pretty good.
That's pretty work.
That was pretty good. Still a lot of work, though.
Yeah. Yeah, there are more balls on the table.
I think he's got to travel some 17, 18 feet around the table here to get position on the pink 4.
I'm threatening the corner a little, but I think I have to go.
Here.
Yeah.
3 rails around.
Have to go.
Yeah, they're talking about
Focus
it.
on your speed. Feel the speed.
And Sky said the right thing. I'm threatening a scratch in the corner by the purple 5, but I think he's got. Oh, okay. Give us a bank. Oh. This is going to trap us a little bit, it looks like.
Yeah, that got a little ugly.
Yeah, it didn't quite get through the ball, so the ball glanced a little more rather than getting through that pink 4. Excuse me, the 3.
And that's the way Shane would play it.
Yeah.
If you want me to kick it to the bottom rail.
Whichever way you like. We're down 4-2. You might have to go.
Extension.
I like going too. Kick it's far away from the rail, so it's easy to miss hit, especially on this slick claw. I like the side rail, I think.
Yeah, side row.
Let her roll a minute.
Okay, so he's going to take a rip at this one. And when I say rip, it's not going to be Mach 5 or anything, Jerry, but it's going to have some speed on it. Trying to play it obviously in the corner by the purple, but if not, try and get some good fortune.
10 seconds.
You may have gotten that fortune I was talking about.
Needs it to roll.
It's real close.
I think they can kill it with spin and make it, but it's not straight out there.
No, that's pretty tough there.
Yeah, you can go for it, yeah.
Are they going to talk about this at all?
Well, they got to jump it. They feel like they need to jump it, attack right here, and I think they like Kazakis jumping the ball. He's one of the best at it, jumping the ball a little bit more than Kaci. And that's the great thing about both teams is they recognize a little strengths. All of them do everything well.
Right.
But if someone does something a little bit better, you know, you got to give it up to them.
Yeah,
you know?
let them have it.
Yeah, and it gives them confidence also when you say, no, that's your kind of shot. So I wouldn't be surprised if he buried it. Oh, watch out for the bank or the combo.
Whoa.
Okay, so good chance we might see that pressure at 4-3 that we were talking about just moments ago.
Indeed. That's so pretty. You guys make that look so easy.
Long one?
Yeah, long one.
Now we've seen the draw stroke from Tyler and so many more tougher situations. So this one here should be.
He had a draw shot yesterday that took off like a rocket
It
ship.
sure did. I actually was down there and I just turned I didn't really turn my head. I kind of actually just blinked a little bit.
Come on, baby, keep going.
And all I saw was a cue ball just racing across the table. I kind of couldn't swallow for a moment and then realized it was okay.
I was surprised he got
short
that
shot.
much speed on a slick table.
Yeah.
But it really grabbed and went.
Okay, he's going to take it up the right side of the table with just a little bit of left English. Catching right before the side and going right towards the 7. Oh, he didn't use any English. So that's all your choice when you get down on the ball.
Well, it's going to get tense in the room now. Only 1 point between these two. Europe ahead 4-3. But wow, that's not much of a gap at all.
Nope. You said no? Yeah.
Then Skyler came on strong against Niels Fayen, 5-3. Skyler Woodward, Tyler Styer trail by 1 point in this match. Eklent, Kaci, and Kazakis, they've got to make it happen in this rack.
Yeah, and I think this one you're going to feel the pressure here for the entire arena, the entire room, the players, the fans, everything. But you can see what's on board here for our next match. SVB, actually top 2 ranked players in the world right now.
In the world, yeah. I love watching those two play.
Yeah, and then we'll finish up day number 3 with Jason Shaw and Niels Fayen for Europe against Justin Bergman and young Billy Thorpe.
There's Mr. Van Boning. He'll be up here in just a few moments. There you go, South Dakota kid. He's 35 years old. He's been here 12 times before. He's got a little experience.
Yeah, Josh Filler, #1 ranked player in the world, and a guy that's probably played as good as anybody in this event, and a guy that missed last year's. Josh, of course, from Germany, 22 years old, only one performance here, and he got the MVP as a rookie.
Yeah.
So
you'll be seeing him here a lot more in the future.
Yeah, the biggest match to probably end the year in 2019 in pool, I might say.
Yeah. You know, the thing I'm looking forward to in this very next rack, with so much riding on it, I hope we can get into a safety battle.
Yeah, and you can see Justin Bergman, who's going to pair off with Billy Thorpe in our last match, and it's a doubles match. Both those guys, they haven't played a doubles together. Jason Shaw, of course, many-time now member for the Mosconi Cup for Team Europe. Okay, the players are back. And like you mentioned, Jerry, I'll tell you, we've always talked about it in the pool that like hill matches, you rarely ever see a break and run. There's always something funny going on, like not a miss or anything, but just a situational kind of pool.
Yeah, the table gets tricky. You have clusters and things.
Sure. Okay, missed the corner ball. The one's tracking.
This is going to be dry.
Yeah, this is going to be dry and open.
Oh boy, here we go.
But we kind of talked about it, Johan and I, that whenever the Euros are taking a little more off than they're trying to, that's when you're missing that corner ball. And so we talked about it with Sky in the last match. And when we walked up in between a few games, we said, hey, maybe a little more pace on that break. I think that's the real big problem with missing the corner ball. Big shot here. You can see there's a lot of traffic, and he can't afford to just lay up in the middle of the table for the 2, because that can't get him to the 3 with the 4, with the 5 being there.
How does he get to the 2?
2 rails around, trying to dodge the 8.
Oh, that's short,
yeah,
Tyler.
that ain't there. That ain't there. That ain't there. Yeah, and when you get a little quick with the stroke, you kind of deflect into the ball a little more full, and you don't get the cue ball speed.
Try to get the 2 like up here.
Well,
if you camera
here comes that safety battle I was hoping for.
Yeah, and I think I liked what Tyler initially said. Just play the cue ball behind the 4. You got to kind of ignore the 2 a little bit, I think.
John, extension.
Extension,
please.
And I think also the Americans,
it's a
you
bad
know,
shot. You can bank the 2 past the 6 too.
we'll listen to what
I'm
they
just
have
gonna
to
play
say.
cue ball.
Yeah, of course. But I think the 2's natural to go past the 6.
And I think the Americans are a little fortunate, because you heard Sky said, oh, that's short, so it was obvious miss hit. So just to get any look at this 2 ball, I think is a pretty good roll for the Americans after a miss hit on the 1.
Well, he wanted to stop behind that 4 ball and 5 ball,
Not
but
bad.
he didn't leave a lot of cherries out there on this table.
No, he sure didn't, and that's one important part of it. You know, when you put them on the rail, well, you're cutting off a good portion of the cue ball, meaning trying to produce something, manufacture position, you know, having to put a little more speed on a shot. Oh, it's a lot harder when you just have the top part of the cue ball.
Sure.
And try to behind the 6. It's impossible. Extension.
Extension, please.
It's tough.
Yeah, I know.
Or you can hit the hand. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's.
This is where it's percentage pool, Jerry. There's not really a safety that's that great. So what percentages are telling me that maybe I get the snooker, and if not the snooker, I leave him tough, meaning he's got to come with a tough shot.
Roll the 2 over to the side, send the cue ball up table?
Maybe. That's a good option.
No.
He was trying to play it twice. He needs a kiss on the cue ball. He's not going to get it. So I'm pretty sure, just like that 4 ball yesterday.
No
and
extension, smooth it in.
of course, let's not get ahead of ourselves, but this is the guy that I would want shooting this type of shot, elevation a little bit of a pop, or maybe draw. It just kind of depends on how he wants to hit it.
Good shot, Indy.
That was so pretty. To be jacked up and send it right into the heart of the pocket.
Yeah, and he's still getting a little quick with the delivery, but he's got such a straight, pure stroke that creates a lot of margin for error. Not saying there was nothing wrong with it at all, but
right.
I just been around him a lot. So
Yeah.
Okay, so now it's just a little kill shot here. He could roll it with a little right and be fine, or he could drag the cue ball, which is a little bit more what the better players do. They tend to drag it down a little bit like that.
Corner. Yeah, that's good.
Boy,
Yeah, absolutely the corner.
We are looking so good for a double hill match.
That's perfect.
Can you reach it if I stop it?
Yeah, he can reach it.
Yeah.
And that's what I was going to get at. That's the only thing
Can
you
reach it?
check
Yeah.
to make sure your partner can reach. The angle's ideal. That meaning the shot he'll have on the 7. Is he going forward here? Okay. I don't think that's any good. Oh, okay.
Yeah, worked out.
If he catches a piece of that 8 there, it could be trouble.
Yeah. I think the crowd's going to go nuts when we go to double hill. We are going to double hill. 1 rack to decide it. Wow. You think we've had pressure before? We haven't had any pressure compared to this.
To the side, it's forward. I didn't swear. He just got to scoot it. The one ran. That's why we didn't have a shot.
This is the dagger right here.
The one didn't hit the one got kicked and went straight down the rail. That's why we didn't have a shot. I got looked at it. The one should have been up there.
Skyler having a little fun with Coach Johan.
Yeah, well, left Tyler before, of course, telling him I had to get in the booth this match. And told him, I said, just don't adjust anything. Trust what you're looking at. You're good.
Yeah, we appreciate you taking time out to do this for us.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All the Matchroom and all the fans, everything they do for us, no problem at all. Sky Sports and whomever's involved. I just, for some reason, whenever they got shape on that 9 ball right there, I started thinking about that golden break you had brought up a moment ago. And I don't know about you, Jerry, and I don't know about them players, but I can barely swallow. I'll tell you that. Oh, nothing. Needs a kiss of some sort. The 8.
Yeah.
Oh, looky here. Now he's got to really watch for stretching over the table here with the all ball fouls.
Yeah, if he gets nice shape on his second shot, it's looking good for Team USA.
Well, there's definitely a few
You can make it,
concerns.
but you're not
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
get up
He's
to
got to
total one,
stretch.
really, 'cause you
He's got to
get
spin it. And he's got to worry about the scratch.
You're good, you're
He's
good.
playing the carom? Oh, man.
Yeah.
35 seconds. You got plenty.
Man, the carom looked pretty tough to me. I thought they would cut this ball at the 8. When the ball's close to the rail, the carom is very, very hard
25.
to predict sometimes.
Just watch the purple.
Oh, he got it. Got just enough of it, Jerry. And he's got a pocket for the 1. Well, you could see how he barely got that 8.
Do what you were doing again.
Boy, I thought the shelf might trap him.
Extension, John.
Tyler, I think I got to shoot it, man.
Now,
Got to shoot it.
is he talking about a combination, a cut shot? What's he talking about here? I'm not sure. Must be talking about the 1 by the half a pocket on the 4. Or is he talking about the 1-4
Well,
combination?
if he says he has to shoot it, it's got to be the combination.
That's
he's
what I
worried
would feel
about.
like too. He certainly has some options.
That's a long combination.
He's just going to hit it nice and smooth.
Glad it's him and not me. Look at that! My goodness, what fine pool shooting we are seeing today.
He actually got unlucky. He hit it a little too clean. If he doesn't catch the 4 so great to the pocket, the 1 holds up a little bit.
Right.
The good thing about this is he can go for the spin shot here, trying to catch the rail first and spin the 1 in, and doesn't have to worry about the scratch because the 6 is there.
Yeah.
That corner pocket up top left is a big scratch shot.
Oh, the shelf. Oh, man, the shelf ate him up. Look how deep that ball is in the pocket.
I think just straight high English on that ball. Just cut it in clean.
Boy, what a sinking feeling that is to see a ball hang up like that.
And it's funny coming out of the pocket with the cue ball here. Anytime the ball's deep and you're not close to it, he's definitely got to maneuver with some traffic there to get back at the 3. So watch out for the pink 4. Or excuse me, the purple 5.
Come on, pal.
All right, he may have to elevate here.
Yeah, cueing over a pocket makes it a little bit tougher.
A little bit okay though if he does have to elevate. Rather be over that pocket.
Did we say pressure? Have we mentioned pressure?
Well, he just kind of decelerated a little on the stroke, Jerry. Kind of controlled the stroke instead of just freeing it up.
Yeah.
That's a lot of times you don't get the cut on the ball when that happens. Well, you can see him. 5 ducks right there. 3, 5 on the opposite side, 6 on the same side. So.
Nothing you can do but sit and watch.
No, and he's just got to punch this over. It doesn't have to do much at all. I wouldn't recommend drawing the ball back to this rail. Yeah, just punch it over a little bit. So again, hate to call them cupcakes in such a big moment. Nothing's easy when you're out there.
I like what Skyler does. On every shot, no matter how easy it is, he walks around the table and looks at the shot from every direction.
Well, we've been preaching to him about that. Not only that, he's eventually going to play like that at every event.
Yeah.
But it builds that routine, and we take nothing for granted.
America trailed badly early in this match. They had to win in a row to do this, and they were talking about that when they were down, and they've done exactly what they needed to do. America takes it on the hill, 5-4, and it now has a 3-point lead in the Mosconi Cup. They lead 8-5 in a race to 11.